Did you know that an average person makes about 35,000 decisions a day? They can range from the tiniest things, such as what t shirt you're going to wear, to key life decisions, such as proposing to your partner. Making a decision can be both the easiest and the most difficult task, and there are plenty of factors that influence it. Many of these decisions are associated with consumer buying behavior. Over the last decade, shopping has changed tremendously. We no longer have to go to department stores, we can shop from the comfort of our homes. UK is one of the countries where e-commerce is particularly successful. In 2018, 18% of total retail revenues were made online. Unlike physical stores, online shops have certain disadvantages. For instance, they don't have shop assistants, music, and other factors that contribute to the overall shopping experience that drives customers towards purchasing products. However, online shops can use a number of persuasion tactics to achieve their goals as well. In this presentation, I'm going to focus on the question how e commerce businesses use Cialdini's principles of persuasion to drive sales. Robert Cialdini is a professor of psychology and marketing at Arizona State University who has dedicated his career to exploring what makes people say yes. After combining his experience as a salesperson and the results of his experiments, he came up with six principles of persuasion. Six ways how marketers, and not only them, can convince customers to buy their products. We're going to look at each of the principles closer and see how e commerce businesses use them. The first principle of persuasion is reciprocity. It means that people feel obliged to give back to others when they receive something for free. The most famous example of reciprocity is with giving mints in restaurants. It has shown that offering mints to customers prior to paying significantly increases waiters' chance of receiving a tip. What that means for e-commerce businesses is that they need to provide a sample of their products and give them away for free. For instance, Amazon offers customers to read the first chapter of a book before purchasing it, and Spotify offers users to try its premium version for a month for free. Authority is a principle that believes that people follow the lead of credible and knowledgeable experts. These would traditionally be, for instance, dentists in TV commercials for toothpaste. With the digital age, influencers have assumed roles of experts, and companies often heavily invest into their endorsement. This is a principle that works well both offline and online. A business needs to gain trust of an expert who will agree to become the face of the brand. For example, tennis players are well known for wearing expensive watches. Hence, using Roger Federer as an expert is an important selling point for watch brands like Rolex. Next, commitment and consistency is a principle that claims that people like to be consistent with the things they have previously said or done. Besides that, it says that we perceive things that we pay for as more valuable, and that when you pay, you invest and you therefore feel more committed to using it. For example, many online newspapers started using this strategy of free and paid content. Some websites ask readers to sign up to continue reading, while other websites require readers to pay a small fee in order to view content. If people agree to an idea or goal, they're more likely to honor the commitment. Liking is a principle closely linked to authority and social proof. Cialdini found out that people prefer to say yes to people that they like. Furthermore, he explored that the human need to belong in a group is key to this principle, as we want other people to like us for decisions that we make, and we're therefore more likely to comply with requests that they make. In terms of e commerce, it is important for businesses to work on their user experience and being individual to each customer. E commerce businesses also need to create a community feeling by appreciating customers and, for instance, sharing their pictures with products. It reflects well the idea of human to human interactions instead of usual business to consumer. Scarcity is one of the most common techniques. According to the principle, people always want more of those things they can have less of. By creating a sense of urgency, consumers find themselves under time pressure and they're more likely to make a spontaneous decision. If they were given enough time, they might change their mind and postpone the decision. Such techniques are typical for booking websites like hotels and airlines. The website tells you how many people are looking at the same flight or how many people booked the same room within the last 24 hours. The question remains if these claims are actually based on truth or if they really only play with a person's mind. Consensus or social proof is the last but not least principle of persuasion. It believes that people look to the actions and behaviors of others to determine their own. An example of that is the so called canned laughter, which is basically the audience laughter in some comedy shows. In e commerce, businesses can use customer testimonials and reviews. Research shows that 91% of people regularly or occasionally read reviews, and 84% of them trust online reviews as much as personal recommendations. Moreover, 68% of people form an opinion after reading between 1 and 6 reviews online. However, some e commerce businesses have found themselves under investigation recently. According to the Competition and Markets Authority, hotel booking websites such as Booking.com and Trivago are using high pressure selling techniques and misleading discount claims. The CMAA believe that the website make advertised rooms seem more popular than they really are. Following the investigation, they intend to create stricter rules as in what websites may say, so that the claims are more accurate. For example, instead of saying that 10 other people are looking at the same room, the website might be obliged to declare that there are other customers looking at the same room but looking at different dates than you. Based on this analysis, it seems that the most effective persuasion principles that e commerce businesses are using are social proof, authority, and reciprocity. However, businesses need to be careful so they don't cross the border of manipulating their customers, as shown in the hotel website example.